Hi, my name is Jacob Littell, and today we'll be doing another What's on Jake's Plate today. I'll be following up my videos on primitive, Egyptian, and Greek theater, which, by the way, I don't think I elaborated this on my last video, about primitive theater that took place in caveman times. They're cavemen. They weren't very civilized. And today we'll be discussing Roman theater and medieval theater. Now, after the Greek theater wasn't very popular, like people then started not coming to these plays, and after the Greeks were taken over by the Romans, all that culture of theater was kind of lost. So instead of theater, it was more of entertainment, like gladiators, where they'd throw two men into an arena to fight to the death. They'd starve lions, and they're usually persecuted Christians because they're Catholic, so they're trying to wipe out the Christians, basically. And they'd throw them in there and starve lions and have them kill them. Now, comedy was actually more popular, even though killing people isn't very comedic, it's more tragic. But, you know, to them it was comedic. There's masks, dance, festivals, musics, which again is not theater, is entertainment. So even though they enjoyed comedy, to them that was comedy. To us, that's just killing. And medieval theater came after that. The Romans started to fall. That was between the Roman Empire fall and the beginning of the Renaissance era. So this was definitely derived from Christianity, the belief in Jesus Christ. So they had 4 different kinds of plays that they put on. Now again, these are the Dark Ages, so there isn't much culture. So the church, what happened, ended theater. They took away all forms of entertainment and theater. Now there were still guys on the streets doing juggling and puppet shows, but little stuff like that. But then the church realized that there needed to be some kind of theater to entertain the people and also teach them about Christianity. So they brought it back up with 4 different kinds of plays. Mystery plays, which were told stories of the Bible. Morality plays, which told stories of the 7 deadly sins and taught lessons. Miracle plays, which taught the stories of saints, and passion plays, which taught the stories of Jesus Christ, his life. What else? It derived from Europe, obviously, and it was performed on these things called pageant wagons. Don't think of it as a wagon. It's like a huge, kind of like a parade float. And I think horses were pulling it, and that's what they perform on. And they put the church. They're small at first, so they put them inside the church, and the group of people would go to one, have maybe a morality play. They'd go to the next one, which may be a miracle play. But then eventually these stages got so huge and so elaborate, usually with the underworld, hell, on one side, and heaven on the other. So it just got bigger and bigger, and it was usually had the devil and God in it, conflicting over a human in the middle. So these got so huge they had to be outside. And different different guilds are like trading groups, sponsor different plays, different little tropes. They're called tropes, the little scenes. And the scenes eventually got much larger and larger until they're whole plays about these different topics. So they'd have, let's say, the stage was probably the most important part, because the actors, they were amateurs. They were not professionals like back in Greek theater. They were amateurs. They just got citizens that knew a lot about the Bible and these stories and put them on stage. And they'd have a lot of props and all this other important stuff, like the shipbuilders. They'd make Noah's Ark, right? And there's much more comedy in this. Like they did the devil prodding Noah's Ark, Noah, his wife, because she didn't want to get on the ark, so she's like prodding him with this little devil stick. So it was more comedic, but still was educational, so it could be entertaining. They perform on magic, I think, which I've said. And today we get contributions from medieval theater, like vernacular acting, which is performing in our language. It performed in the English language. The first people. Greeks performed in Greek. Egyptians performed in Egyptian. Well, that was just dance, so there wasn't any dialogue. And primitive theater just performed in chants, blah, blah, crazy chants. But the medieval theater performed in, British, which is basically English. They invented our stage directions: up stage, down stage, right stage, up left stage, down right stage, all that stuff. And then they invented the farce, which is a type of play that aims to entertain, like the Three Stooges. And Renaissance tragedy came shortly after that, which was usually where the protagonist dies, which is the good guy dies. What's like a great person that did a lot of Renaissance tragedies was Shakespeare. I hope you liked it. That was Roman, medieval, and a short little bit of Renaissance theater. Thank you.